Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today, well, I'm going to be teaching you guys just some basics of scripting, really. We're going to be going over the basics of scripting. We're going to be doing a tutorial here, and this video, what we're going to be learning is what are variables. Now, what you want to do when you're going to open up your studio is we're just going to open up, do I have any scripts anywhere else? Okay, I can get rid of that script. What you're going to want to do is you just want to put a script into your game by pressing the little plus button right next to workspace and then selecting script. You can delete all the stuff that is here. Now what you are going to do is we are now just going to define a local variable. But first, so a variable is just something you can refer to. You can assign a part. Instead, you don't want the name to be part, or you want, when you're scripting with it, if you're using this for, say, a door or other things, well, if you don't want to have to find the exact name of this part, because you might have other parts in the local workspace, you can change the name and refer to it in your script and find it in your script easier. So let's just use this part. First of all, we're just going to make a simple door. Just say this is a door. You're going to want to, we're going to leave that unanchored for later. So now that you have your parts, you can just move it around the workspace. Nothing's going to happen. It's going to be in the workspace. What we're going to do in our script now, open your script, and what you're going to do is we're first going to assign a variable to this part. And now if we are assigning a variable to this part, well, you probably don't know how to do that yet, but I'm about to show you right now. So for this part right here, we're just going to call this part for our variable. How about we just call it my part? So we're just going to call it my part. So how you're going to make a variable is you're going to type local, and then whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to call it my part. And then now that you made this variable that's right here, you're halfway done with making the variable. Is my thing messed up, Christ? Okay, no, it's not. My mouse is just, now that you made your variable, it's right here. Now what you're going to have to do is assign the variable to something. And how you're going to do that is you're going to put an equal sign, a space, equal space, and then you can select what you want. It could either be a screen GUI, in-started GUI. We're going to get into that. It could be anything. The server, script service, server storage, server replicated first, replicated storage, players, lighting, anything like that. But we're just going to use the workspace. And when you're going through these little instances that Roblox has provided here, and you want to pick one of them to choose what you're going to assign your variable to, you're always going to have to type game, because these all have their own parent. These are all parents, but they have their own parent as well, and they are all a child of game. And game is what everything is. So that's what a game is. That's what a game is on Roblox, and that's what runs all of these things. So we're in the game now, and we want to say, now that we're in the game, which column are we going to go by? Are we going to go by workspace, players, lighting, etc.? But we're going to go by workspace, because our part is in there. And when you're using the workspace, say we just moved our part to the replicated storage, you wouldn't be able to see it. Say we moved it to starter pack, you wouldn't be able to see it. Starter GUI, you wouldn't be able to see it. Only because if you want things in your game or to be able to seen by other players, they have to be in the workspace. Now that what we're going to do is, now that we're in the workspace, we have to choose something. So we're going to choose our part, and see it comes up. There we go. Now that we've made a local variable, we can also do this in a different way. We could also do local my part 2, never put a space between, equals script dot parent dot part. And see, it's the same thing. So my part and my part 2 are the same thing. In a script, you can't have this because you can only have a variable for one thing. You can't have two variables for the same part or anything. You can't have two variables for the same thing. You could have multiple variables for different stuff, but not for the same thing. So now that we have our variable, well, there's nothing that happened to it. If we play the game, it's probably just going to fall out the world because, well, it's not anchored. So when we play the game, it's probably not going to be there. It's going to fall out of the game. I was wrong. And that's not happening because there is a weld to the workspace. But if we got rid of that weld, we played the game now, well, what would happen is the part would, like I said, would fall through the world. Okay, yeah, as you can see, it's not anchored. I don't know why it's not falling. They must have did an update on that or something. Wait, let me just see something really quick. Something just said something in player get rank and group failed because HTTP bad request unknown. Core Roblox UI. Okay, well, if this place is not doing good, so we're gonna have to create a new game. Sorry about this, guys. My place is not working too good right now. I don't know what it is. It's something's happening with Roblox. Yeah. Okay, now that everything should be fine, let's just put our part back into here. Let's just quickly make that script. There you go, you got your part right here. Let's just get our script. Let's put the script in there. We're gonna make a local variable. So local, my part equals game dot workspace dot, not attribute changed, part. Now that we have a variable, well, now we're going to go the variable. Well, we can just do see, as you can see in the workspace, what we can see, we can't see that it's a different color. What we're going to do, since it's not anchored, we're going to my part. So now you're selecting this variable. So in your script, what you're doing is you're grabbing a hold of this part right here, and now you can do anything to it. So since it's a part, there's only a limited amount of properties you can do. You can change the color, you can change all these properties on or off, or change them in any different way. But we're going to select transparency to start with, and transparency is just how visible the object is. If you want it see-through, then you do transparency 1. Then it would be totally invisible. But for us, we're just going to put it 0.5, so it's halfway invisible and halfway visible. So now that we did that, we can go my part dot brick color equals brick color dot. Now you can select anything. Let's make mine green. And when you're doing this, why you're probably wondering why we said my brick color equals brick color dot green instead of my part dot brick color equals whatever color we wanted, say green. Well, this is because this is the Roblox scripting syntax, and you have to define it as my part's brick color. So now we're on the brick color equals, and we have to stay on the brick color dot green, and then it'll go into here, find green. Let's just look for the green. Actually, I don't think it has the exact green here. Oh no, I just seen it. Grim, bright green, forest green. There's different types of greens, obviously. I'm not big. I'm never gonna find the actual green that they're using. Bright green, sea green, dark green. There's all different types of greens. And so now that we do this, our part should well, what should happen to our part is it's going to change to a greenish color. As you can see, our part is now, oh yeah, I'm still registered as unknown. Don't know why I'm that. Examine app die. Wait a second. I'm having a little problem right here. Okay, don't do anything with that. So you can see that our thing is in here. It's green and it's half visible and invisible. So that's just the basics of this episode. We made a variable, and I'm going to be making ones. The next one is going to be about functions. So I hope you guys did enjoy, and please leave a like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.